Tonight, we're taking a closer look at the impact to North Carolina educators from the lack of a finalized state budget. Last week, state lawmakers left for the summer break before the House and Senate could agree on a final budget.
And that means some employees, including teachers, won't see pay increases kick in anytime soon. Our Sean Coffey spoke with educators today and reports from the state legislature tonight with more.
Not only will those potential raises not kick in, educators and public school staff still don't know how big those raises will be. It's a situation they say has become much more common in recent years, and tonight it's creating some new frustration.
There's definitely a lot of uncertainty around it, and unfortunately, school staff and state employees have become used to it.
Kim Mackey's been a teacher for 2 decades, most of that time spent here in North Carolina. As state lawmakers leave for the summer without a finalized budget, pressing pause on potential raises for Kim and other teachers and staff, she called the situation frustrating.
Right now, lawmakers are on vacations, and I'm happy for them that they're able to do that and get that break. But we've got a lot of school staff and state employees who are trying to figure out whether they still need a second or a third job, or if they're going to stay in teaching.
Even once a budget is agreed upon by the House and Senate, it's unclear how big those raises would be. The House's proposal offers larger increases for teachers, particularly in starting teacher pay, boosting salaries on average by 8.7% and more than 20% for new teachers over the 2-year term. The Senate's plan would increase teacher pay by less than half that much, but does include $3,000 bonuses for teachers. Kim says much more needs to be done to recruit and retain educators.
When people leave, it's not because they don't love teaching, it's because they don't love all this volatility that we're talking about yet again, and they just say enough's enough.
On Thursday, Senate President Phil Berger was asked about the current impasse, pointing the finger at his House counterparts.
And I think the whole thing boils down, in many respects, to insistence on the part of the House to try to renegotiate agreements that we've made in the past.
For teachers like Turquoise Parker, who's worked at Lakewood Elementary in Durham for 6 years, the lack of progress is a sign of disrespect.
It's disappointing, it's disrespectful, it is so dismissive of the incredible work that educators all across the state are doing every day.
Parker says she's seeing more of her colleagues leave, not the profession, but the area as a result.
Educators are not just going into other professions, some of them are staying in the profession. They're going to a different state.
The lack of a finalized state budget will not lead to a state government shutdown, but after adjourning on Thursday, both chambers will be out for most of the summer, meaning a final budget is likely still months away. In Raleigh, Sean Coffey, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.